Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This video wasn't exactly planned. I never planned on making this video, but I thought I'd do this video anyway, because there's something I'd like to discuss with regards to the Wasteland, and more specifically, the Wasteland Season 4 and the next 2 seasons of the Wasteland. So first of all, I want to talk about Season 4 of the Wasteland. At the current point in time where you're watching this video, the Season 4 finale has just come out. What I wanted to talk about is the initial plans that I had for Season 4. Obviously, I never actually intended on doing a 4th season. Season 3 was supposed to be the final season. But there was just so much going on in Season 3, and towards the last couple of episodes, everything got pretty much rushed. There was going to be a whole arc of Jupiter Steve redeeming himself and sacrificing himself. There was going to be a whole actual battle between us and the Ender Pumpkin, and then a final battle between us and Herobrine. But obviously that didn't happen. I killed the Ender Pumpkin off screen and just had Herobrine absorb him. When I decided to do Season 4, we created a new villain, Tsunami Steve, who was a Blue Steve. Season 4 is probably I wouldn't say my least favorite season. I'd say that's probably Season 1. I don't really like Season 1 that much. But I'm not too much of a fan of Season 4 myself. I don't really like it. Mainly because I didn't get to, completely execute everything that I wanted to do. I noticed that throughout my episodes, Tsunami Steve's goal wasn't, really, fleshed out. I had this idea that, Tsunami Steve was, trying to build something to bring Earth Steve back. And if you don't know who Earth Steve is, he is one of the Planet Steves who we actually said was dead in Season 3. So that was intended to happen, but of course it never did. And pretty much Tsunami Steve had pretty much basically won with the flood, taking over, pretty much at the start of the season. Also, there was quite a lot of inconsistency with, Blue Steve. I wanted to give Blue Steve a voice, and I thought, Bayside would be, pretty good, to be Blue Steve, because he was intended to be a half Blue Steve in the Steve War series, but we never got to do that idea. So I thought it'd be a good idea to have Bayside be Blue Steve. And me personally, I quite when I record an episode, I tend to record a couple more episodes in advance, within the same day. And Bayside, he just he doesn't have that kind of time. So, a lot of it, when Blue Steve doesn't have his voice, it's actually, Tropical or Marty Games, as Blue Steve. Apart from one episode where I believe he wasn't Blue Steve. But in Season 5, Blue Steve will have his voice back. I'm just gonna say that the inconsistency with Blue Steve's voice is probably going to, it's still gonna be there, because I want Blue Steve to have a voice. At the same time, Bayside isn't always available whenever I want to record an episode, and like I said, I like to record episodes in advance so that I can, like, edit them later, then upload them whenever I want to. The main flaw that I think season 4 has is that if the story is not fleshed out. We barely know anything about Tsunami Steve. We barely know anything about the Prismarine block. So I think I could have planned it out a bit more. Because a lot of things I tend to just generally plan. I tend to plan what happens in the episode generally. I don't plan any of the dialogue. I don't have any scripts. It's mostly just me bouncing off of Marty Game, whichever character Marty Games is playing, or Tropical, me bouncing off of the dialogue that I have written for some of the NPCs. And so it's not really planned. It's when I'm recording, it's mostly me just improvising what to say. So I think I could have planned it out a bit more. Maybe if I'd given season 4 a couple of more episodes, I would have been able to flesh that story out a bit longer. But I did certainly enjoy like the last couple of episodes of season 4 when I started to use the powers of the Prismarine block. It's like I absolutely loved playing like a character that was just going crazy with power, that was just going power hungry, and I loved recording the season 4 finale. And I'm super excited for season 5. I've already recorded the first 2 episodes of season 5 at the time of recording this video. And it's going to be pretty interesting. Of course, in a previous video, I mentioned that season 5 would be set in the future. Now, the plans that I have for the wasteland that I make with Tropical, they're not really, like, confirmed, which is why I don't really like doing a video where I, like tease what's to come for a certain season or what's to come in the future, because it usually changes a lot. And so I prefer to just keep things under wrap and just go with the flow, really. But currently, the plans for season 5 is that it's going to be 25 episodes long, same with season 6, and the reason behind that is because, as of right now, the Wasteland sits at 50 episodes, and I want to try and get it to 100 episodes. So, by having seasons 5 and 6, 25 episodes long, that will get the Wasteland to 100 episodes. So the Wasteland will hopefully be at 100 episodes by the end of season 6. And in season 5, it'll be basically a whole arc of, me just going crazy. Obviously in the season 4 finale, Blue Steve, spoilers by the way, Blue Steve says that he's going to travel between different universes and gather Steves to try and stop me. And so that's what I'm also going to be doing in season 5, and you'll be introduced to a couple of new evil Steves, and you'll also be introduced to new Steves on, Blue Steve's team. Sun Steve will be returning, and so will Neptune Steve. They're going to be part of Blue Steve's rebellion. And in season 6, the main villain, which hopefully will be the main villain, not 100% decided on that yet, is actually going to be a character that's previously been in the Wasteland. And it's a character who was, once a good guy, but died at some point during the Wasteland. I'm not gonna say which character it is, But yeah, I'm super excited for the future of the Wasteland. And again, the ideas could change, but currently right now it looks like as though the storyline we have planned for season 5 is going to go in the way we're intending it as of right now. And same with season 6. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. I've rambled on for like 11 minutes now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications if you haven't already, so you never miss another one of my videos. And without further ado, I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye.
Yo, Marcelo, what's up? No, I'm gonna go to.